Hey guys, what is going on? This is going to be your map guide for Casablanca in Vanguard Season 2. Now, this is a very interesting map in this game. We've not really seen this sort of level of verticality in many of the maps that are in this year's Call of Duty, apart from maybe like Berlin. That's sort of the closest thing that I compare it to with like the verticality in this particular map. Like there is a lot of different platforms and stuff where you can sit in, and there's a lot of vertical movement. There's upstairs, downstairs bits, like parkour stuff that you can do. And again, there is a very long list of different spots that we can find on this map. So because this is a relatively medium-sized to large map, we're not going to be able to cover everything here today. But just before we do get into it here though, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it, and it really does help me out. We are steadily moving towards 6,000 subscribers, and if you could help me achieve that goal, that would be absolutely massive. And as I mentioned, if we do miss something here today, which is fairly likely because this is a fairly in-depth and detailed map, make sure you do let me know in the comments and we'll have a talk about it. So as we normally do, C flag is here in the bowling area near the cafe. As you can see, it's sort of off this towery bit. If we move through the map again, you can see a little bit of the verticality on display here. As you can see, we can run and punch our way through here if we can sort of manage to get through there. We can move back through this alley here, and we can move up some stairs. Again, a little bit more verticality here as well. You can see there's a lot of platforms that we can move in and out of, and again, up and down on this map is very important. You can see the B flag is in this backlot style area towards this side on this alleyway here. You can see there's a lot of things overlooking it, and a lot of platforms that you can use to sort of see in and around this area. Again, this plays a little bit like backlot in this particular area. There's a little bit of an outside streety kind of styly bit. And then there is the A flag, which is near these buses here, which is a little courtyardy area near, of course, the hotel style bit with all the buses. So there is, as I said, a lot of different lines of sight, a lot of spots that you can use. And again, this is one of them here. You can look and shoot through this window here. A nice little spot where you can use this to sort of look all the way back into that line of sight there. There's a little bit of a spawn back there, so if you've got a decent sight on you or a sniper or something like that, you might be able to get some picks. You can also see that sort of half-wally bit over that side there. You can use this area to sort of shoot across to the other platform bit as well. And you can see down in that area there, the underpassy bit, the people jumping up into this area, the stairs. Like there's a lot of places where you can get shot from in this particular area here. Again, if you move onto this platform here, you can see there, you can see that bit there, you can see down there, you can see that half-wally bit there, you can see the mid lane, you can see that bit there. As I said, there's a lot of different lines of sight. And again, we're not going to be able to cover all of them here today, but you can see like stuff like this, you can see that bit there, you can see in that room there. You can see a lot of stuff on this map, and you can see you can actually sort of jump across this bit here, which is very interesting. It's almost like Assassin's Creed on this map. It's very cool. There's a lot of different jump spots, a lot of different parkour bits, and hopefully we can cover most of them here. One that's sort of a little bit out of the way is if you come all the way back into this little market stall area bit back here, you can jump up onto this area. This is kind of not super useful, but you might be able to trick somebody and get a decent amount of kills in this area here occasionally. You can also use a spot like this and then jump up onto here as well. You can use this area to sort of hide from somebody maybe coming around the corner, get a nice easy kill on them, get a couple of dinks, and you'll be able to kill them there. This is something that I would most compare to something like a Modern Warfare style map. There's a lot of these in and outy bits, like little rooms and little buildings and doors and stuff like that. Little bit of Modern Warfare vibes here, so probably not everybody's going to dig this map, but I think it's kind of interesting. I just think it offers something different in terms of the actual gameplay. Again, one of my actual favorite bits on this map is this area down here, under the bridge trolley style bit. You're like, well, what's so exciting about this? This can't be that interesting, surely. So if we were to look in this area and you're like, well, there's no way out of here. Why would I want to be down here? But that is where you are wrong. If you look at this area, you're like, well, I could probably jump on that. That'd be kind of cool. You can't jump up onto anything. It's not really that good. But if you do jump onto this basket here, as you can see, you can make your way onto this area here. You can jump onto the little awning, and you can jump up onto the bridge very easily. And you're like, well, that's actually really nice. Say somebody is chasing you through here. They're just a couple of steps behind you, and you manage to get up onto this basket, up onto the little alcovey bit, up onto the awning, and then onto the bridge, and you are away from them. Then you got a choice. You can look back here, and you can be like, hey, you climb up here, and then you're away. And you're away from that person. You're into a different area of the map. Or you can use the similar area to sort of jump from here, jump here, climb up there, and then jump up onto here, and then you're in a completely different area of the map as well. So there's a lot of parkour bits that we were talking about previously. There's a lot of different areas we can just jump around and hop everywhere and just be like Assassin's Creed in this game. It's one of the more frustrating bits about this area though is if you do jump onto this bit here, you can't actually jump up onto the side of that. Like that is really annoying. Like you should just be able to jump up onto there. You should just be able to jump up onto that area, rather than having to actually aim at this bit and then sort of try and land on the front of it and use that as a mantle spot. Like it's kind of just a bit finicky with how that works, and then you can use that to jump. So you can't actually jump onto that area there and hit it and just be like, yep, I'm going to mantle easily. It's just a bit fiddly and a bit finicky there with what it'll actually let you do. So again, moving through this area here, another very important position in my opinion is actually this room here. As you can see, if you knock this out of the way, you're very exposed from sort of that area there, that area of the map down there, especially that fence, that area at the top there, that area there, and then that line of sight there. There's a lot of spots where you can get shot from, and this isn't a very safe place to sort of shoot people from. So what do we do instead? Say somebody is sort of mocking you and sort of watching you and watching your every move, and they're sitting in that area there. What you do is to get an easy kill on them is you come into this room and you look through this latticey wally bit in the window and you're like, well, that is a very nice clear sight picture. If you move side to side, you get a little bit of a better view. And you can shoot through this, you can get easy kills through this thing, both sides will work. You can just shoot through this and you can get easy kills on people. And what it looks like from the other side, we did sort of show this off a little earlier here. If we were to go like this, and then jump back across, if we were to look in this area here, you cannot tell that somebody is there. And you can also shoot back at them, but it is very, very tricky to see if somebody is in that area there. So if we were to continue on looking at all of the spots that you can talk about on this map, there's just a lot of lines of sight in the vertical areas. As we did mention, you can sprint across this area here, and then you can use this as your own sort of like little like sniper nesty turrety bit, I guess. And there's about there's about 4 locations on this map where you can use that sort of area where you can just sort of hold a bit and just wait for people to walk into you. Because there is so many of those areas on this map, it makes each of them less effective as you are constantly trying to get into gunfights in this area here, this area here, this area. Like, there's just a lot of different spots where you can get into gunfights, and you typically will get into the gunfights in those areas, mostly because people love sitting in the spots like these. Particularly one like this because it does overlook the B flag and is a very, very reliable spot to sort of watch it and make sure nobody can get this way. Especially holding from the A spawn, when people do run down this side, they'll typically go this way and they'll try and get behind there into that door, into the little courtyardy bit with the cars. So again, you typically want to be in another location like this with a medium scope or something like that and just preventing people from going this way. There is another little line of sight that we haven't talked about, and that is towards the C flag as well. This is a particularly powerful part of the map, this little like balcony area-y bit, the rooftop passage apparently, because you can use this to look towards the C flag and protect from towards like the cafe style building, which is that area over there. You can even sort of sit on this area here and use this as a little bit of a line of sight. You can peek in and out of this. This is shoot throwable. Of course, this is a destructible environment, but again, just because it is a physical barrier for people seeing you, you can use this as a cover and sort of duck in and out of this area here, take some shots, and then move onto this wall, for example, and stop people from moving this way down this alley from the C flag. And again, you can use this towards the B flag as well. You get a little peek out on somebody who is sitting in the little sniper perchy nesty thing there, and then stop them from getting them into the gate. You can sort of use this to jump across this area here, and again, stop them from getting down this area using that little sniper's nest, that way there, that way there. And again, you can even use this to stop people from going towards the C flag as well. An interesting thing though about this side of the map, and I feel like this is a little bit of a design mistake in my opinion, is this particular set of tires. You look at this and you go, oh, well, yeah, you should just be able to go like that and jump up there very easily, but you can't. It's definitely a little bit of a disappointment. This should probably be maybe like one tire stacked on top of this, a little higher, just so you can use this to your advantage to get up on that spot there. At the moment, what you need to do is you need to jump up onto those barrels, and then you can jump across there, which definitely does take time. It's a little more inconvenient, but of course you can jump up from the back and then sort of use that so nobody's watching, and then jump across to there. Now you can use this little courtyard, your foyery bit, the apartment area, to sort of look towards the mid lane in the B flag lane rather than to sort of look towards that there, stop people from being up there. And again, you look towards that little sniper's perch up there, you look back here, get through there, come on, let me through. You can see up there, and you can use this to sort of hold people from sort of sitting up there. But again, of course, the reverse angle on this little sniper's nesty thing does look like this, and you use this to sort of move in this area and then stop people from capping the B flag. But again, this is quite well balanced as well, mostly because you can be seen from a lot of different angles here. You can be seen from back there, you can be seen from that doorway there, that window there, the B flag entirety of that zone there, even sort of a little peek on that guy there. That doorway there, if somebody does shoot out that doorway, I'll show you what it looks like without the door in the way. You get the grenade, get the impact grenade, bang, no door there, you are very exposed, and you're exposed from there as well, so people can just be waiting for you to peek out into here, be a little aggressive, and they see you standing here, they'll take you out. So just be a little bit careful here when you do sort of move around in this area here, because you can get shot from the door, you can get shot from the archway, you can get shot from like 6 different angles on this side, so keep that in mind. And there is another little area under here. We did talk about this a little bit, but I mean, this is another area that you can move through this map like this and move through this area as well. This is what sort of reminds me of a Modern Warfare area, like a Modern Warfare style map where there's a lot of different rooms, a lot of different doorways and stuff like that. But a little different again because you can blow up the doors, you can make the doors just disappear, which is actually quite nice. You can use this area here to sort of crouch and hide behind this wall there. People coming up from the B flag, you might be able to take somebody out on those stairs there, a little bit to the left of the stairs there, and then that doorway back there as well. And you can use this sort of move in and out of this area as well. Another lovely little parkour bit that you can use this window here and then continue on your way. So take somebody out who is down there. The spawns are a little funky on this map from what I have seen. A little interesting to sort of move in and out of the spawns in this map. They sort of don't really appear to be how you would expect them to be at the moment. It's a little funky, so definitely want to be running that sort of advanced intel, what's it called? Forward intel. Want to be running that perk so you have an idea of the spawn location. Another little interesting spot that you can use is of course this stairway. You can jump over this wall here and then use that to sort of jump onto this area here. Now this is a nice little location where you can sit if you do feel like waiting for somebody who is coming up the stairs under the bridgey bit. They come up here. They are not going to be expecting you to sit up in this area here. And similar to somebody who is like walking out of the cafe area, if they just walk out into here, they'll mostly be looking that side and they won't expect you to be up here. So you can use this to get a couple of kills, maybe a sneak kill on somebody who is up that way there and get a kill, and then you move back and you basically just do the reverse thing, jump back over the wall and hit that jump there, and you're on the rooftop again, which is very satisfying. I think this map is actually quite cool. I do like to use this as a little bit of an adventure playground, man. Just run around, jump up on stuff, like use this as a little bit of a parkour course because there's a lot of fun things to just sort of jumping in and out of these areas. Particularly the area that we did show off a lot on this, which was the under bridgey bit, this particular spot here. Jump on the basket, jump on there, jump onto the bridge, jump onto the pole, jump up here. It's really satisfying to be able to combo those jumps together and get to like different areas of the map where you normally wouldn't be able to. Previous Call of Duty games would not have allowed you to do that, and that combination of jumps would not have allowed you to get up there. And again, I think that little combo, that little thing, like little stuff like that makes this game and the map very interesting in this year's Call of Duty. But as I did say at the start of the video, there's a lot of different lines of sight on this map that we typically aren't going to be able to talk about, mostly because this video would be about 40 minutes long if we talked about every single line of sight. So if there is a line of sight that you do particularly like or you're particularly fond of or you think I've missed here today, make sure you do let me know in the comments because I love talking about Call of Duty with you guys. And especially since this map is just so fun to run around and you can play the 4 as lava on this. It would be a sick time here. So thank you very much for watching this map guide here. If you did appreciate and you did learn something here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it and it really does help me out. Of course, we are still looking for 6,000 subscribers and if you could help me achieve that goal, that would be absolutely massive. So again, thank you for watching this one and I will see you in the next video. Bye!